everyone! You'll notice that I have gardening gloves on because, as I promised, after yesterday's session of doing our toy bugs with all these different critters here, I wanted us to find some actual creepy crawlies outside. So we're going to go on our little bug adventure and try and find bugs in different places. What I have here is some soil that I got out of my compost right now, and I have a couple of compost bins that I put food in, food such as eggshells and coffee grounds and nutshells and different things like that, and that kind of rots and becomes this moist soil. And oftentimes you can find bugs hiding in it because they like it a lot. So I had just scooped this out a short time ago, and I'm looking for any little critters that I might be able to spy with my little eye. There's little tiny critters crawling around, and you may not see them so well on the camera. I was gonna see if I could find any guys that, oh, I found an avocado seed. Is there anyone munching on my avocado seed? No. This looks like little pieces of fruit skin and different things. Let's see, this one I just extracted. Oh, do you see these little guys? They like to hide. These little pill bugs here. These little pill bugs. They're trying to escape. But I don't see much else right now. Other little, tiny little critters, but then they hide right back into the soil a little bit. I do see an ant crawling on my tarp right now. One little, tiny little ant there. And there was just a beetle bug here on my, there was a tiger beetle here on my lid, but I think he flew away too. So I guess I thought we'd find more critters hiding in my soil. Oh, there's this little guy. I'm gonna be very delicate with him. He is, look at that little guy. Little tiny inchworm kind of guy. And more pill bugs. I'm being very careful with them because this is their environment where they live. Much like in the grasses and the moss that we put out for them yesterday. So those guys, see him moving around? So these guys are kind of cute. I'm gonna put them back in my compost soil here for now, and I will put them back in the bin that they belong in a little bit. So we are gonna go travel and see if we can find any more bugs or crawly worms down here. I have a few rocks, and I thought they might like the sun better than they like the shade. It's turned into a warm day, so I think they might be staying warm under the rocks and under some logs, so we can see if we can find anything here. Let's look maybe under this log first. So I'm going to be very gentle. I'm going to take the log off, and when I'm done observing, I don't want to scratch the soil too much, but I want to just see if I can observe and examine anything, because I don't want to disturb their home too much. I think I see a little worm right here. Ooh, look at this little guy. A little worm. Oh, and there's a pill bug. I think the worm went under the leaves. I'm just going to move it back a little bit and see if I find him. So I don't want to disturb their environment too much. But he might have gotten away. He may have slithered away. I see some very tiny things moving around. I think this is a little centipede here. Or is it? Yeah, I think this is a little centipede. Yeah, it's a little tiny centipede there. I was was hoping to find me a big fat worm. I'm gonna move some of these leaves out of the way and see if I can find any other possible worms or anything interesting. Because I know the worms love to dig down in the moist soil, and sometimes other different bugs too. Sometimes the beetles. But I don't see a lot of activity going on right here. How about you guys? Do you see anything moving? Oh, there's another little pill bug. So maybe we'll check one more spot. I'm going to put this back over where I found it because I don't want to disturb anyone's home under there that might be living. We'll check. How about a rock this time? Check under it. Ooh, I spy a worm. Do you see the wormy there? There's a worm. Come here, little guy. Come here. Oh, there's a wiggly creature. We found Wormy. Look at him crawl. Ooh, he does feel wiggly. He feels very tickly crawling on me, and wet. He's wet from the moist soil that we found him in. Well, I'm going to put him back where he belongs, right there. He'll find the soil and dig down deep in the soil. I wonder if he has any other friends, either any worm friends or any other creatures we might find. There's a few leaves under here that are growing. But I don't see much else in the way of bugs. Well, we didn't have any success finding any tiger beetles or any other centipedes. I'm going to cover this back up so the worm can have a happy little house. And I guess we'll just have to go out and exploring in your yard. Maybe when it gets a little warmer, there'll be ants crawling in their ant houses and their ant hills, making lots of ant hills out of sand and dirt. And there'll be lots of butterflies soon. If you have flowers in your garden, those always attract lots of beautiful butterflies with all different colored wings. And there's always tiger beetles and other beetles flying around. So when it maybe starts to get a little warmer, you'll have more luck finding some bugs. But get out there and go exploring. It's always fun. And yeah, check under those rocks and logs and see if you can find any creepy crawlies of your own. So have fun doing that. Bye guys.